Okay, there's a new escape room movie. First one came out, I believe, beginning of 2019. It was the rarest of rarities. It was a January horror movie that was good. Um, Slight caveat: these aren't really horror movies. They're more about just the puzzles. But still, it was a nice surprise. Pretty good movie, and we got a sequel. Um, and I think this one's pretty solid too. I mean, it's like it's not a horror. Like I said, it's not a horror movie. These are not horror movies. They're not scary. They're not gory. Um, I I don't even know what this was rated. This was probably a PG-13 horror movie, technically horror movie. Um, like I said, it's all about the puzzles and all about watching the characters figure out the puzzles, and that's pretty entertaining. Like it's like I don't know about the rewatchability factor of these. But you watch them once to watch everyone figuring out the puzzles to escape their death and everything, and then it's not bad. Um, um, I hadn't seen the first one since it was in theaters. I never got a chance to watch it again. This movie kind of gives you a little beginning. The movie's kind of like a little, almost like a previously on recap. So it's like, oh yeah, I remember that person was in the movie, or I remember that setting for one of the puzzles and everything. So it's helpful that we get I forget the Logan Miller maybe is the actor's name, and Taylor Russell, who is terrific. Um, um, so they're the two returning ones, and the whole thing at the end of the first one was like they were going to go take down the big creepy, powerful organization that runs the escape rooms, and you got to just go with it that there's this organization that is powerful and like just uber powerful, uber prescient. Like they can do anything to anyone anywhere, and you just have to go with that because it's impossible. From a logic standpoint, none of this holds up at all. But so before long, they get they call it Tournament of Champions because all the characters in this one are people who have won previous games. So it's like Hunger Games meets like Final Destination with all the elaborate deaths and everything. Um, and yeah, it's that's pretty much it. It's not bad, but it's not bad. Um, I'm not sure if I care at all about the creepy organization and the mythology, or they don't really get like into mythology too much, but just kind of like having them as like this ever present entity. I don't know if I care that much about that, but it doesn't detract from the movie much. But yeah, it's a pretty solid movie. I think anyone who likes the first one will probably like this one. Um, I don't know who any like. There's what seven people involved. I don't know who any of these other actors are, but they're all just fine. And like I can appreciate how elaborate the puzzles and everything are, and obviously you also have to go with it that just they can figure it out that fast. Like they're figuring this shit out. Like there's a time, like the whole room is gonna explode in 5 minutes, and they can deduce all these things with that pressure, and they can do all these things in with a ticking clock like that. You just got to go with it. It's fun. It's fine. I wouldn't mind it if they kept making these movies, and they probably will, because I think the first one did pretty damn well. This one will probably do okay. Kind of ends on it has an unbelievably predictable ending. I think they were trying to like shock the audience with like, oh, set everyone out like, oh, I can't believe that happens. Like it's very obvious what's going to happen at the end of the movie, but that's okay. So it's not the greatest movie ever. It's not the greatest series ever, but it's not bad. So 7 out of 10 maybe for Escape Room Tournament. Yes, Tournament of Champions. Tournament of Champions.